Hi there, welcome to Clash Royale. This time round it's a live playthrough in which we're not looking at replays, we're actually playing real time. So good luck there. I don't know how this is going to go personally.
Let's go.
Oh no, that's not a good start, is it? Got one hit in, so that's not too bad to be honest. But it could be an awkward match this, to be honest. Could be an awkward match. Got the arrows as well, ought to watch out for that. Okay, not exactly a positive trade in damage there. Playing a guy called Percy Jackson, what a name. Ice Spirit, could be a problem. See how this goes. Okay. Got frozen there, but that ice golem was a bit of a waste, to be honest. Ooh, damn. Wonder if I can get this in time, I don't know. Okay, that was decent. And we get the witch from a different angle. Come on. Come on, there we go. I don't know who's going to use the ice spirit to freeze me unless it's not coming time. That's done to bait me, those little skeletons there, but my princess is damaging the tower, which is enough. The fireball does wipe me out. I've got the advantage now in terms of more damage done, which is a positive. That ice spirit is a bit of a waste, but that might just been done to cycle through the different units, I guess. Get the bomber in. I don't know if he's going to use a spell against me. The arrow, yeah. A little bit annoying that, to be honest. What do I want to use at this point? Firecracker. Oh, that golem. Target the right person. Target the right... There we go. I'm happy with that. That'll do me. When do I want to use other units then? I don't think I do at this moment in time. Put a Pekka there. Oh, I can't get a shot in. Do I want it to charge up? I just realised this person's Asian, so they're going to be a bit of a problem. So that fireball could come in clutch at a certain point. This could be a bit of a problem for me. Okay, arrow, come on. Come on. Fireball, not yet. Not yet. Okay. That wasn't the best. That wasn't the best. Things aren't looking good for me at this moment. No. Come on. Charge in. Charge. Forwards. No. Yes. Just jump. Jump. Go on. Oh, bloody hell. Pekka there. That'll do. Put the log. I think that was wasted, to be honest. Does it do any damage? Well, it kind of does. Oh god, the fireball as well. Either he goes for the fireball or he goes for something else. There's the fireball, but it wasn't enough. Take that out. Tank. Come on. Oh, you bitch. Oh boy. Oh boy. Again, front, probably going to deploy the cannon on the right, as expected. Put the barbarian barrel there. A bit of a distraction. That kind of worked in a way. Put the log there. Oh, I activated the king. Oops. Deal some more damage. Put the princess behind. Don't use the arrows yet. Come on. Oh boy. Who do I want to use? Put him there quickly. Yes, there we go. Woohoo. Nice. I'm happy with that. Well played. Oh, it won't let me use these. There we go. Wrong emoji. Great. So, I don't know if we played against an Asian or just a person a part of an Asian clan, but one thing for certain is when I have played against them in the past, they do tend to be very good players, as to be expected. But thankfully it worked this time round. You know, their use of the cannon was obviously very critical. We can do like a bit of a deck review of theirs. Hopefully you didn't misinterpret that when I said it. Pronunciation. But there we go, on top. As for levels, what did they have? I mean, arguably, I was probably a bit more over-leveled than them. A level 10 fireball, which is decent enough. But a level 11 hog rider, and we know what hog riders can be like, a level 11 cannon. So yeah, my witch, level 12, gave me the edge, the advantage, but, you know, at the end of the day, it was somewhat under control. They've done well to get to where they are with what they have, their arrows and fireballs. So they've got two lots of spells. The cannon is their distraction. They're little skeletons, 1 elixir, that's just for a distraction, isn't it? The freeze, spirit, just to hold people. That golem, which they use, I don't know, I think it was probably used wrong, maybe, because it didn't really distract me at all. The main issue, what they posed towards me, was the cannon. As for their arrows and the fireball placement, it didn't really pose as much of a threat towards me. It was only their hog rider which was the biggest issue, in my opinion. Now, what we can do, we can look back at one previously. Jojo La Terreur, some French person, so you don't come across many French people. Well, it's not as prominent to come across. See how this game went? Now already, look at their tower. Look at their level. Okay, they're disadvantaged. It's not fair. It's messed up. So I've got the advantage. So you'd think that I should win, but that's not always the case. Wrong placement, it can go wrong. They've got the Inferno Tower, which I think they deployed too early on, to be honest, because the health starts whittling down. But then a Mega Knight deployed, so they've already used high cost elixir. I deployed the Witch too far back, so some splash damage was done. No, I don't deploy anything. They use a Goblin Bow. So they've already used up a lot of elixir already. I should have deployed the Witch further up, not behind the tower. But I don't think I had enough elixir at the time. They deploy a wizard, but by then, the Pekka's just marching on in regardless, relentless. Boom! Tower taken out. And that's to be expected. But they do have a level 11 wizard, which is a bit of a threat. My bomber, same level. They use a freeze spell, which is very good timing, of course. Now they can damage my tower, but it's not enough to take it out. So they've got some good counters to what I've got. They also have the Pekka and the Mega Knight, right? Similar to me. But they do probably have more high-cost units than me. So if they use it wrong, I get the advantage. My Witch going on in, spawning a lot of skeletons, but their Mega Knight wipes them all out. My Pekka spawned on in to take out the Mega Knight. And I probably should have deployed something behind, but I didn't want to waste too much, just in case he used his Pekka, which he did just there. Equal level, but he's going to take me out first, of course, because I had less health. But more than enough. I should use the Barbarian Barrel now. There we go, takes out the Goblin Barrel. Great counter. Wall breakers. Unfortunately, the Princess didn't take him out in time, so they made contact with my tower, which was terrible. Not good at all. Should have probably used the log, to be honest. Would have been helpful. They've got the log. Look at that. And it damages my tower. Firecracker in the distance. Gets at least one shot in, which is great. I deployed a Pekka there, but their Inferno Tower counts as a distraction. But then I've got the Witch behind to take out the Inferno Tower, whilst their enemy Pekka starts attacking mine. And we just about, there we go. They waste the freeze spell. So that was a big mistake there. Their Goblin Barrel is taken out by my log. And it takes out the Wall Breaker, or it would have done. Now my Witch is taking out their King Tower, dealing damage. The Pekka has been spawned in, but once again the Inferno Tower has got my attention, but the Witch behind manages to take it out. Their freeze spell, but it's kind of wasted, to be honest. Their Goblin Barrel comes in, Barbarian Barrel in the wrong area, but it does take out, and it slows down the wall breakers at least. Now, if I didn't place those units correctly, or the timing of it, Goblin Barrel would have probably taken me out, and the wall breakers would have destroyed the tower, and then it would have gone down to a longer match. But I'm confident I still would have won, because I definitely did more damage to their King Tower in time. So that was quite a success. Now, we've got a defeat there, but that was a duos match, and they don't always go too well. As for the level of his cards, what did he have? A level 9 freeze spell. That doesn't matter because the timing isn't impacted. He had a level 11 log, so doing more damage to me, which would one-hit my Princess, which is a shame, but it's understandable. They had a level 11 Pekka, same as me, and a level 11 Mega Knight, very equal. But they had a level 11 Goblin Bow, which is quite a threat, and the Wizard too, but managed to overcome it. Now we go back down here, okay, level 11 log, level 8 executioner, very weak, so disadvantage they had. Level 9 electro wizard, disadvantages they had. But level 11 royal hogs, which can be a bit of a pain if you can't deal with them. So let's just have a quick look at this match. I think they're Russian, possibly. Could be wrong, I'm just looking at that text. If they were Russian, bit of a try hard, getting some of those emotes in, early on. They spawn a knight. Right side, I trade with a witch. Elixir cost, they've got the advantage. Then they deploy those skeletons. Executioner spawned. I spawned the Pekka, which wipes out the knight. I use a log there, deal a little bit more damage in the tower. The Inferno Tower obviously distracts me, which is just destroying my Pekka, unfortunately. But I think I just about take him out. I do. But then the little skeletons distract me. Don't get damage on the tower, but the witch does. Just a bit, not much. So it's a decent trade-off there. I've got more elixir though than him, as you can see. Well, you might not be able to see on screen, but I do. Firecracker, spawn further back. Princess in front. They have no spells on them at this moment. Firecracker takes out these skeletons, which is great. Saves some space for the daggers from the tower. Get one shot in, which is great. Witch deployed, bit too far back, but I think it's just enough to get the attention of the knight before the tower. Execution as well, distracted by the bomber. That's great. Obviously, if they had a higher level executioner, it could be a different story. So we're marching on in with the Pekka. They deployed the tower once again as a distraction. I need to take it out as soon as possible, but not quite able to. I think with the witch being in front, the Pekka didn't tank the damage, so he can now go towards the tower. Takes out the knight, no match, and then boom, boom, and just like that, it's so satisfying, the Pekka. Firecracker's protected from behind, whilst the Pekka's in front. The Pekka still manages to make his way to the Kingdom Tower, despite being on such low health, it's crazy. The witch coming on in, executioner spawn back there. It's all more so preserving my towers behind. If I don't manage to take him out, it doesn't matter. I just got to hold my spot. Deploy the bomber further back. Their Royal Hog deployed and their Evolution Skeletons. Okay, I don't even have that. But the key thing was that log took out the Evolution Skeletons. Now, if I took one out at a time with the Pekka, more would spawn in. That's their ability. So you got to take them out as soon as possible in one go to avoid the problem. Witch is causing some havoc with the Kingdom Tower. Pekka is making his way slowly, but he's not going to. He's going to pass. Shame. Another Pekka on the right there with the Princess taking out the Inferno Tower. Now, given a bit more time, I would definitely have been able to take out that Kingdom Tower. The Inferno Tower. Pain. Shame. I wanted to get the full crown, but wasn't able to. If the match went a bit longer, definitely would have been able to do that. So all in all, good game. But here and there, you get the odd over-leveled player and then the odd under-leveled player. I mean, we go back down here, this person's got a level 12 mini Pekka. Person down here, they've got a level 12 witch and a level 12 skeleton giant. Oh my goodness, how did this one go? Level 12 skeleton giant, how would I deal against that? What would I have to do? Let's have a quick look here. They've got a good selection already, you know, skeletal army, they've got the goblin hut as a distraction. My princess is able to deal some damage to the tower, but then they've got the skeleton army right away. My barbarian bar takes them out, instant counter. But then the prince shows up, got to cause a bit of a distraction, so he charges in. But unfortunately, I spawned a skeleton bomber too far back, and it screwed me over big time. I deployed the Mega Knight probably a bit too early on in the game, to be honest. What did they use as a distraction? Anticipating I used a log then, which was a waste, but the other person didn't do anything. The giant skeleton was more distracted by the person in front of him, which was, I think, the Firecracker. So my Mega Knight was actually able to do more damage to the tower than expected. So it all comes down to placement. Cause a distraction here because of that damn giant skeleton and the witch behind, which doesn't help. Easy work there, easy work. And we just, well, to be honest, it's not exactly good for wear, but there's a positive trade-off here with the witch. Perfect. So, got the advantage at this moment. Deployed a princess. Go on, there we go. Get some additional damage in. Should be able to one-hit it. Not from now. No, it was on 10. Shame. Do I use the log? To be honest, I should have used the log. Okay, good placement that because of that prince. Boom, there we go. Some damage from the dagger tower. There we go, perfect. I'd probably use the log now, but you know, you got to think of this skeletal army exactly, right? I should have used a log. Okay, should have used the log there, should have anticipated it better, but I didn't. But the witch just carrying it. It was more than enough, it's fine. All under control. There we go. What happens next though? What's going to spawn? Got the Mega Knight in. Pushes the witch slightly. Where's he going to go? Is he going to jump? Nope, the Valkyrie. I don't like the Valkyrie. Tanky unit. Princess and Firecracker in the back. Trying to help. Giant skeleton spawn there, which is an interesting spot to do. Witch behind. The bomber. I deployed the log on the wrong side, but I had the Bombarian barrel on the left, so it was just fine there. That's okay. What do we do here? Oh, caught the attention of the Firecracker. Great. Then gets the attention of Pekka. Even better. Yeah, simply taken out. Barbarian barrel placed just right, but, you know, look at their witch. Look at their witch. Ooh. There we go. Caught the attention of the skirmisher. Thank God for that. This giant skeleton is not going to do anything. Even if he came to my tower, he's not going to do anything. So that was pretty decent there. So there we go. And positive people I've played against, not toxic. Shout out to these individuals. Good individuals and interesting units and layouts. So that's it for now. Just to reinforce once again, if you didn't catch... Oh. I didn't even know. Oh, that's perfect. What a perfect end. Is that one of the best chests you can get? So, let's see. What do we get? What do we get? Oh, damn. Did I want that? I've only got one. I don't really use the miner at the moment. But, you know, it was a nice little surprise at the end of this video. Completely forgot I got there. Nearly at Arena 15, so things are okay at the moment. This is my current deck. It's pretty much leveled very well, and okay, maybe it's costly, maybe there's better options, but in terms of my units leveled up, these are the best leveled up units that I have at this moment. If you go down to the other cards, how do I do that? Do I go to collection? Look, level 6, level 7, it's not great, is it? I probably should level them up, but for example, I don't really have much to work with. So I just use what I've got, and it just happens that the units that I have got leveled up are actually decent, or at least for me are, and I know how to use them. A Firecracker, long-standing, it'd be great to evolve them, to be honest. Look at that. I'll have to look into that at some point. Is there any other units that could be evolved? The bomber, would be great to do that too. I don't know what it really does, what, more splash damage behind. So, maybe if you've got the Mega Knight going towards the enemy tower and a skeletal army is spawned around the Mega Knight, or not Mega Knight, the Pekka, and I've got a bomber behind the Pekka that can deal damage to the skeletal army around, increase splash damage, but more so splash damage range in a straight direction, which should be able to reach the tower and deal some additional damage back there, which could come in very clutch and handy for the future. Definitely be on the lookout for that. Now, do you get evolution legendaries, or does that not exist? I guess it doesn't. Barbarian Barrel boosted. Is it really boosted, or is it only... Well, I have leveled him up to level 11 now. The Witch. I don't know if the Witch is considered a bad unit, but I really do enjoy using the Witch. Decent damage per second, but it's just the fact that those skeletals can spawn in front of her, so it's a distraction. And of course, if you're going towards a dagger tower, if you can have some little skeletons in front which can tank the damage and drain the dagger storage on the tower, then your witch will have an easier job. The log, really good. Really good. In the past, before I had it, I wondered what's so significant about it, but when watching it, look at that. Providing it's equal level to like the princess or the goblins, you'll be fine. To be honest, this barbarian battle is just as good. I mean, how much damage does it do? 241, 2.6 width. Let's see. 264. Right, good range. Oh, 3.9 width. Right, better width, better damage, but you know, as a secondary, this is always good because you'll only be able to use the log once in like a cycle until it comes back round again. So if you've got Bombarian Barrel, As you saw in my gameplay before, I used a log on one side, probably slightly wasted, and then their goblin barrel came in on the left, so I just used a barbarian barrel on them, or on the skeleton army, whichever one was spawned. So I had 2 counters to their 2 different units, which is fine. But I think I'm still lacking air units. Well, you know what? Screw it, it doesn't matter. I've got the witch, I've got the firecracker,